Welcome everyone, welcome everyone, welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. Thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. If you've been following the channel, then you know on Thursday I did my early preview for Impact's Slammiversary pay-per-view, which comes up tonight. And Slammiversary is really truly the WrestleMania for Impact Wrestling. Well, tomorrow night is going to be WWE's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So we're getting two pay-per-views the same weekend. Saturday night is Impact's Slammiversary, and Sunday night is WWE's Money in the Bank. And of course, if you follow WWE, you know last night SmackDown aired from the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. And aside from the two-night WrestleMania outdoor show, it's really the first time they've been in front of a live crowd since about March or April of last year. So it's been 15 to 16 months. So I believe since they're back in front of a live crowd, they're going to make Money in the Bank very good and very entertaining and very excited, because everybody is so happy to finally be back in front of a live crowd. So we're going to preview Money in the Bank, tell you the 6 matches that WWE has in store. And if you're a wrestling fan or know someone who is, please feel free to tell them to watch this video and give me their thoughts on what they think is going to happen. I'm going to tell you who I think is going to win all 6 matches, but one of the reasons I'm so excited about it, aside from the fact that they're back in front of a live crowd, is because most of the time, every year at Money in the Bank, at least one of the Money in the Bank matches, you can look at it and pretty much know who's going to win because of the way they book Raw and SmackDown. But this year, really, truly, I think I know who's going to win, but I don't know. And that's what makes it good, because that's the way wrestling is supposed to be. You're not supposed to know what's going to happen in every single match. So without further ado, let's go ahead and run down the Money in the Bank pay-per-view card, which comes up tomorrow night on pay-per-view. Over on the SmackDown side for the Universal Championship, we've got Roman Reigns going against Edge, and I'll be stunned if Roman Reigns drops the title. So I predict Roman Reigns walks out still Universal Champion. And then we've got Rhea Ripley going against Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship, and I think Rhea Ripley wins that match. And then also on Raw, the WWE title, Bobby Lashley going one-on-one with Kofi Kingston, and I think Bobby Lashley wins that match. And then finally, the final match outside of the Money in the Bank matches for the Raw Tag Team titles, AJ Styles and Omos are going against the Viking Raiders. And I think the Viking Raiders win that match, because I think it's about time for Omos to start his singles career. So I think AJ and Omos drop the tag team titles to the Viking Raiders. And now for our Money in the Bank matches. Of course, there's a men's Money in the Bank and a women's Money in the Bank. Both matches have 8 competitors. For the men, we've got Big E, Drew McIntyre, John Morrison, Kevin Owens, Riddle, Ricochet, Seth Rollins, and Shinsuke Nakamura. And I think Big E wins this match. I think since he is now apart from Kofi and Xavier Woods and doing his own thing, I think he's finally fixing to get a singles push. So I think Big E wins the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And for the women, we've got Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Natalya, Nikki Cross, Zelina Vega, and Tamina. Now, if I had to pick who's going to win this match, I'm going to say Asuka, but that's just my prediction. I really, truly have no idea. I would say Nikki Cross, but they just recently changed her gimmick. She's pretty much now the female version of the Hurricane from years ago with the outfit she wears now, I don't think she's going to get a brand new gimmick and then a month later win Money in the Bank, but maybe I'm wrong. And Alexa Bliss is doing some great things with her character, but that's more based on the gimmick, not what she's doing in the ring wrestling. So I don't think Alexa's going to win, and I don't think Nikki Cross is going to win. And if I look at the other 6 ladies besides those 2, I think Asuka has the best chance. So I'm going to say Asuka wins the women's Money in the Bank match, but I really, truly have no idea, and that's good. That's the way it's supposed to be, because you're supposed to be shocked when whoever wins the match and not say, well, I saw that coming. So hopefully I'm wrong, just because if I'm wrong, especially on both matches, it's even more unpredictable than I think it's going to be. But I really, truly have no idea what will happen. And with it being in front of a live crowd, it wouldn't surprise me if they end up at the last second, especially with the women replacing one of them with Sasha Banks. That would not surprise me at all, but she's not in the match as of right now. And of course, knowing WWE, they'll probably end up having a match on the pre-show, but they'll wait until the pre-show comes on or 5 minutes before it comes on. So I can't talk about a match that I don't know is going to happen, but that's my predictions for the 6 matches that they've announced so far. Roman Reigns wins, Rhea Ripley wins, Bobby Lashley wins, the Viking Raiders win, Big E wins the men's Money in the Bank, and Asuka wins the women's Money in the Bank. And of course, tonight is Impact's Slammiversary, and Money in the Bank is tomorrow night. So one day next week, we'll get back on here and we'll review Slammiversary and we'll review Money in the Bank. That'll probably be either on Monday or Tuesday. Stay tuned for that if you are a wrestling fan. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. I had a dog and I named him 5 Miles so that every day I could tell everybody I walked 5 miles today. And that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.